Hello, sunshine. Thank you so much for joining Being Awesome with Yvette, where I write and share daily messages to uplift and encourage you to want to change and do the will of God to become a stronger and better version of you. If this is something you're interested in, please subscribe to be notified when I post the next message. Today, the message is follow God's steps. The scripture is James 4, verse 7. Therefore, submit to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. We all wanted to stop doing something that we know is wrong, but we keep doing it anyway. We have to pray for God to give us the wisdom to admit we need help and the courage to know that we can make a change if we would just surrender and stop allowing the devil to tempt us. Let's start doing the right thing and follow God's steps. Who is with me? Guys, this is something that I struggle with. Sometimes on a daily, sometimes not. I know for me, this is something that I dealt with for a long time. I'm in a relationship a couple years back, 3 years back. I knew the relationship was not good, but my heart wanted what it wanted. And then God started working on me, but I stayed in the street committee, meaning I listened to everybody else. I knew what I prayed to God for. And of course, the devil knew what I prayed to God for. So here I am in a situation. Now it's toxic. But here's the thing, guys. I needed God to help me because I was in my own world. I was in my own desire. I was in my own thought process. I knew what I prayed to God for, but at the same time, I knew that here I was in a situation. But here's the thing. I didn't run from the situation. Actually, I went to God and asked him to teach me, show me what it is to the why I was in this situation. Even though I prayed. So I'm not telling you that God didn't answer my prayer. What I'm saying is I was not listening to God as far as my why. Because there was a reason this young man came across my path. I believe that with every fiber of my body. Because I know for a fact, God doesn't allow people to come in and out of our life for no reason at all. So we cross paths with people, whether they're good or whether they're bad. That's the truth. Well, put it this way. That's what I've been taught, and that's what I feel like my relationship with God is teaching me. So this young man came into my life for a reason. And I'm not even going to lie. In the last year, since I have started working on Yvette, no, I didn't leave him. Because guess what? I remember my why. And I had to learn a lot, guys. I had to learn to control my mouth. I had to learn to stop confronting. I had to learn to have patience. I had to learn. Yvette had to learn a lot about herself, not about him, because he's who he is. But I didn't run so quick. I did in the beginning. But once I stood back and worked on my relationship with me and God and worked on myself, I realized that guess what? God needed to show me some things. I needed to learn some things. So sometimes, guys, even though we get ourselves in situations, well, I know for me, allowing God to be the head of my life and to work more with God is helping me to follow God's steps. And guess what? In following God's steps, I learned a lot about Yvette. I am not the same person I was when I got into the relationship a long time ago. Sean is here. I am not the same person that I am then. I have changed. I've grown a lot. So despite what other people may think, because sometimes, guys, people are so quick to say, run, 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 run. But guess what? Sometimes, and this is sometimes, God needs us to be still for 1 second. Because sometimes the lesson isn't the person. The lesson's for us. Sometimes we have to stop for 1 second and ask God, what is it in this mess that you're trying to show me? That's what I took from it. So instead of me attacking the guy and pointing fingers at him, I had to step back and ask God, talk to me, work on me. God showed me so much, and I have grown so much. So sometimes, guys, when we're in situations, we do need to go to God and ask for help. Instead of just running, get with God. Ask God, what is it in this situation that I need to learn? So guess what? Because when we're in situations, that's the time to learn. For me, it's better to learn in the storm than it is out the storm. Because guess what? Out of the storm, you're only looking in. But when you're in the storm, that's when you and God can work together. At least for me, I have learned so much. So I don't look at this relationship as a bad thing. I look at this relationship as a growth, because it was a growth for me. I'm not saying anything negative towards him because he's who he is. But guess what? Me building my relationship with God, this has brought me so much closer with God. It has brought me so much growth within myself. It's making me a better person. So guys, come take this journey with me. Let's follow God's steps together. Come take the journey to have a better relationship with God, ourselves, us, God, because in order for us to become a better person for not only the people in our life, but the people that are coming in our life, we have to build our relationship with God, because God's the only one that can help us become better for the people in our life. We want to be better. We want to love your neighbor as yourself. Well, guess what? I'm only as good as my relationship with God, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion. Without God in my life and without me having that relationship with God, I can't be the better version of myself to everybody else. Come take this journey with me. Come take the journey to have a better relationship with God, yourself, so you can be a better version of yourself for the people in your life and the people coming in your life. Please like and subscribe to be notified when I post the next message. Again, thank you for listening to Being Awesome with Yvette. Have an awesome day.